guys are ready to do some blocking exercise. Here's what happens. Now, coaches use different terminology and may mean the same thing. For example, this here is a two-step, all right? I call it a slide step. Some coaches will call it a step close. So it's a step and close. You guys here, we're gonna go this way, so step close and jump, step close and jump. So we're gonna do 10 of those. So your hands are up. Now, if your coach tells you to keep your hands high, you are pump blockers. If your coach tells you to keep your hands low, you're likely swing blockers. Now, all you're doing is here and up. That'll get you 2 to 3 feet. So anywhere around here, if they're setting quickly the middle, you're gonna kick and block just off a two-step. So ready? We're all going that way. Go. Here, you're going to block 5 times in a row. Go. Now, if you're watching her legs, which is what you should be watching, stop. You're going to notice her legs are buckling, all right? Girls, you have a pelvis that's lower than it is for boys. That forces your thigh bones in, which means when you load, you're going to have a tendency of buckling, and when you land, you're going to have a tendency of buckling. You need to learn the correct mechanics of jumping if you don't want your knees to get, it's an overuse injury. Lots of young women who play volleyball have braces because they've been doing that for too long. Your knees have to line up with your toes, all right? So it's here, jump here, and lined up. All right, now you do a shuffle step. A shuffle step is 2 of those. So you step, close, up. Step, close, up. That gets you up to 6 feet. This is where you shuffle. All right, ready? And go. You guys, you now have to get 15 feet. So that means you have to get from the sideline to the middle and from the middle to the sideline. And what we do is called a 4-step. If you're turning here, it's right, left, you jump, it's a bit slippery, and you jump, and then we pump block, we don't swing block. So, ready? Go. Here. All right, now, she's gonna do what all of you did, with a little extra push at the end because of the sliding. But come over here. What you have to learn to do to close effectively is to jump on your second foot. All right, so not leap from your inside foot, but jump off your second foot. Try again. And go left, jump. That's it. That was very good. All right, so that's the footwork. Now, I would go up with her. I'm setting the middle block. So what we're trying to do is learn to actually time our block together. After she tags me out, I'm going to come here. I'm going to set the block here. Oh, now right, left. Okay, that was pretty good. You're over here. And now you're coming in here. That was very good. So now she's clear to go that way. Right, left, and jump. I can show you that after. You're over here, and now you're coming in. You come in over here. Now move over to the sideline. Good. And now you're coming in. Very good. So we're going to go this way. Now some of you are doing this, where you're crossing your left foot first. The reason your coach would tell you to cross the left foot first is they don't want you to step on your teammate with the right foot. There's no reason for you to step on your teammate's foot unless you're incredibly clumsy, because what you would normally do is just step behind them. And then, by the way, if she's still standing, push her, because she's supposed to have left by now. So you're behind her, not on her. So coach who tells you to cross over is not understanding the footwork because you've just lost basically 2 feet. So you're here, you turn, you step like you're going to run, then you step with your left, and then you will jump and walk. All right? So you guys are on this red line here. We're all on this red line now. You guys are all on this red line. So inside foot is left here, right there. Second step is here. You would jump here, and then you would, that'll get you halfway. We're going to keep going. Turning this way, over here. And now you jump here. This is pump blocking on a 4th step. You guys ready? We're heading back that way. Right up here. And lay here, and go over here. Going back that way. Going back that way. Going back this way. Going back here. All right. You're over here. You're back over there. And if your coach is telling you to swing block, watch, you must shuffle before you go into a swing block, or you're going to be jumping here with your gap. It's a seam that'll be this big. Girls are not, especially young players, are not capable of getting over 10, 12 feet by crossing over. You're just not going to get it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So if your coach is telling you to swing block, you must have a pre-step, that is shuffle before you go into your swing block. If you do that, you will close that seam. That's going to be a problem. Now, the other thing that you guys are doing on the swing block, girls, if your coach is telling you to swing, you can't do a full swing. You're going to hit your teammate in the head. You're going to hit the net. It's incredibly reckless. So you actually have to bring your elbows in to go up. Do you understand? You have to tuck your elbows in to go up cleanly. Otherwise, this is what boys do when they're not well trained. They jump early so they don't hit their teammate, and they lean over, which they're capable of doing if they jump very high. You girls can't jump that high. So what's going to happen is you're going to go up, and those seams are again this big. So they're this big because you're not doing the pre-step, or they're this big because you're doing a full arm swing, and you don't want to hit your teammate, and you don't want to hit the net. Do you guys understand? So when you're going to do a move, you're going to swing block. You're going to swing block, you're going to pre-step. This is a shuffle. Then you're going to turn, you're going to tuck your elbows in so that you can go over without hitting her or hitting the net. Okay? When you're outside, you're actually supposed to be sideways. It's about 45 degrees, waiting for your teammate to come in so you can go up together. It's a short 2-step.